Hey everybody, I know you think of KitchenAid for baking and you think of the dough hook for making bread. Well, I want to show you how to use the dough hook for making Labneh biscuits. This is a KitchenAid hack from Sur La Table. It's going to blow your mind. Into my bowl, I have my measured flour, salt, baking soda, baking powder, a little bit of sugar. Now I'm mixing all that up. Now I'm going to add some shortening. Now this I have to mix by hand because it's important to mix all the little pieces up. So you want to make sure that the flour mixture is mixed completely in. Now my butter. I shredded my butter. I put this bowl in the freezer. It's really cold. And as you can see, the pieces stay separate. And now I'm attaching the dough hook. What I love about the dough hook is that it doesn't overwork the butter into the flour. It is just bringing the ingredients together. It's perfect. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. These are Labneh biscuits. I'm using Labneh, which is a very rich yogurt, and then I mix in my milk. Now I'm going to mix the two until it's completely homogenized. It has the consistency of softly whipped cream. Okay. With my mixture going, I'm going to add the Labneh mixture. I'm doing it very slowly so the dough hook has the opportunity to gather that flour on the edges. So this is it. Don't overmix your biscuit dough. Sur La Table. Now, this is our working space. Lightly spray some oil. Then I'm going to put a little bit of flour down. And then I'm going to spread that flour. So I'm going down with this. By putting down the oil and then the flour, your dough can move around without sticking and gathering all of that additional flour. So now I'm going to separate this into thirds, just like this. Now, instead of doing the turns, now I'm going to cut my dough and stack them. Turn them 90 degrees, press again. This way, you don't have to worry about the folding. Now, I'm going to do it again. Third, stack, stack, press, turn. Did you get that? Now, what we're doing here by stacking it, we're creating layers. We're creating the flakiness in the biscuit. Do you like flaky biscuits? Or have you had a biscuit that once it gets room temperature, it's a weapon? Child, we're not doing those kind of biscuits. I'm gonna take a knife. I'm going to cut the edges so they can be straight, cutting all 4 edges. I have my tray. I'm just gonna spray a little oil just for that crispy bottom. So I cut in half here. That half is cut in half, and this half is cut in half. Turn. Do these into thirds. You're gonna flip this over. This nice side is on top, and you see that pinched edge right there? You want that to be on top because you're gonna get a little bit of a lip. It's also gonna be perfectly square. I hear you all asking me about the end pieces. Stack your scraps. When my grandmother made biscuits, I always wanted the granny biscuit, which I call the last biscuit, because it was the one that she touched the most. So that was the biscuit that I wanted. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, look how many biscuits we got. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm putting these in the oven at 400 degrees. They're gonna cook, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on your oven. But when they come out, they're gonna be high. You're gonna see the layers. I can't wait for you to see them. Okay, here we go. Into the oven. Oh, they're nice and light. They're ready. So here we go. What I'm looking for in a good biscuit, I want the bottoms to be crunchy and crispy. I want the insides to be light. So here's some tarragon butter I made earlier. If you're not already pulling out your ingredients for this, you didn't watch the video. I'm just saying.